my wedding, which means that there are only 2 weeks until Charmed returns for season 4. Thank you to everyone who's joining us today. Kristen here, and we are going to be talking about the new Charm poster, some photos that have come out, the descriptions for this season, for the first episode, and anything else that I could find and get information on, a lot of which has come from showrunner Joey Falco's Twitter. So we're going to dive on into all of that today. Thank you to everyone who's joining. We got some people that have finally been able to make it to the live stream. So I'm really excited to dive into this. This poster, I think, is one of the best posters that they've done in over the course of the seasons. So I'm excited to go through it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about some other photos. Let's get on into it. Real quick before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to StreamYard, which is what I use to live stream on. They make live streaming super easy, or even just recording on their platform, and it's so customizable. It's what allows me to bring in your comments, bring in photos, bring in videos. So if you want to make your own StreamYard account, you can use my affiliate link, which is in the description box down below. So some more hellos. Hi guys. Hey, what's up? Let's talk about this poster. So I'm gonna bring up it in this way because I think it looks nice with the whole reclaim your power. We get to fill the whole screen. So this is basically the poster. The new tagline is reclaim your power. We get to see all three sisters. I think this is the best that they've looked in the promos. I love that we're focusing on these three and not necessarily focused on stuff like Harry and Abigail like we have been in the past. I love the little details here. I think that there's some really interesting things going on, from the way that they kind of put the powers around them, the little magical swirls. We see Maggie holding her like nightstick to like knock people out. I think it's really interesting the way that this new Charmed one is kind of holding her hand. It sort of, looks like, is she trying to write? Does that maybe show that, I don't know, is she like have some kind of connection with her powers to this artistic ability that she's supposed to have? Like as if she's painting or writing or something, or drawing in the air. I also love that there's like those little hints of the past with Mel and Maggie's rings, the power of 3 rings that they had with Macy a couple of seasons ago. Those rings show up there. And I just love the vibe here. I feel like the girls look like sisters. They look like they're a trio. They make sense together. The color scheme, just everything about it. And they all just look so good. Like, how good does Mel look? She looks so good. I'm going to bring up a couple of comments. Love Maggie's hair. Love the poster. Let's see what else. Love the poster. No Harry. Definitely my favorite poster. Season 3 had a cool one too, but this one is stunning. It looks so good. It looks really magical. It gives me a little bit of like Harry Potter vibes in a way, but I am feeling it. Lucy channels her powers for her fingers. That's exactly what I was thinking, with the way that her fingers are kind of positioned there. Yeah, Ezekiel, it looks like they were holding wands at first. That was like Harry Potter vibes. And yeah, this is just a really exciting poster. I also wanted to show some behind the scenes photos that we've gotten as well for this season. Specifically, they're for the first episode. So before we get into that, let me just go over the description for the season and also the first episode description. So it says, in season 4 of Charmed, Mel and Maggie find their lives transformed by the death of their beloved sister, Macy. But when their grief threatens to undo the power of 3 forever, the surprising arrival of a third Charmed one gives them a renewed opportunity to fulfill their destinies. And this couldn't have come at a better time, because a mysterious new enemy is rising in the shadows, instilling fear in every corner of the magical world. But as this new foe draws the Charmed ones and their allies, Harry and Jordan, deeper into a twisted game, the question is, will this new trio be ready for what's to come, or will their inexperience working together put the entire world at jeopardy? So again, they're teasing that we're getting more of the magical world, which I'm super excited about. We're going to talk a little bit more about that as well. And then now the first episode is called Not That Girl. I don't know, is that Wicked vibes? Like, Not That Girl from Wicked? Potentially. Witches? Anyway, so the description for this first episode that's coming out on the 11th is Mel and Maggie are learning to navigate life without their sister Macy. Mel distracts herself with new flings at the magical hotspot, the Blue Camellia Bar, while Maggie is taking on more than her share of demon hunting. Meanwhile, Harry is struggling, mourning his lost love, and Jordan has teamed up with Maggie while navigating his newfound magical powers. Across the country in Philadelphia, an unsuspecting young woman, Lucy Barrett, is living her life, mechanic by day, muralist by night, when she's suddenly thrust into a new world, coming face to face with the women she's inexplicably seen in her dreams. Just as Mel, Maggie, and Harry are uncovering information about this mysterious new person, and Josephina goes missing on her way to a pixie pledging ceremony, and Mel and Maggie must rely on their new third to help their cousin and find out if she's indeed the other charm one that they were told was out there somewhere. So that is what's going to be happening in this first episode. Let's take a look at some of the photos that we have going on here. So we have Harry burning something. I don't really know what that is that he's burning. But in that same scene, we also see him chilling with Jordan. So maybe they're kind of having like a little white lighter bonding situation, drinking some beers outside the manor, chilling. We also have a photo of this new charmed one. It looks like she's at like the kind of the coffee place at Safe Space. Maybe they, are having a conversation with Harry. We also, maybe that scene goes together with this one. The girls, maybe coming face to face with her, also at Safe Space. Looks like there could be maybe potentially some attack going on here. Like, Maggie's hands are kind of up, like, oop, what's going on? Look, it goes straight into this. So maybe this is them kind of uniting the three of them. It kind of gives me a little bit of vibes of that first time that Paige, Phoebe, and Piper met and were holding hands under the chandelier in that first episode of season 4 in the original Charm. So maybe that's kind of what's going to happen here. And then here's all of them together, just kind of giving off their vibes and chilling in Safe Space. So yeah, those are some of the photos that we've gotten so far. And there's also some additional news that we've learned in terms of episodes and new characters. And one of the new characters that is coming into place is going to be running the magical bar. And that is the Foster star, Sheenie Nielsen. She's going to play this new character, Roxy, that's the owner of this magical bar. And I feel like they're teasing that, her and Mel are going to have some type of romantic relationship. Some other things I want to talk about. There are rumors going around about the name of our new Charmed one. And I think that it seems very accurate, especially based off of information that we've seen on showrunner Joey Falco's Instagram that kind of like confirmed that there was an accidental leak when press was like coming out with photos. And so her name is Kayla Danso, the new character that Lucy Barrett's gonna be playing. And I think at first a lot of people have been like, wait, her name doesn't start with an M. Is she even gonna be a sister? What is the connection there? They've said time and time again that we're going to be getting that information over the course of this season. I also think Kayla, to me, sounds like a nickname, potentially for Michaela, which starts with an M. So, for anybody out there worried, I do think that there is going to be some kind of connection. And speaking of, let's go over some of the information that I've pulled from Joey Falco's Instagram. Sorry, not Instagram, Twitter. He has said that they have not confirmed whether or not she is a sister or not. This is going to be a season-long mystery that's going to reveal her connection to Maggie and Mel. They also said that, he also said there's going to be a lot of twists and turns when it comes to the Kayla story. And he used her name, so that's why I'm using it now. Otherwise, I wouldn't have included it in this video, but he's mentioned it already on Twitter. So I'm assuming that means it's confirmed. And then he also talked about the fact that there will be several pixies in the story this season, as well as a very dangerous hobgoblin. And he's confirmed that there will not be warlocks. I know that's something that a lot of people have been wanting to see in the show. He said that they basically have always focused on the inherent power of women, and so they want to honor that. So in season 4, there are not going to be warlocks, but you never know, maybe down the line in the future if they get more seasons. He also said that this season is about grief, because I know that's something that a lot of people have also been concerned about because, you know, they lost a charmed one. They're going to be discussing how different people process it or repress it or let it stew inside of them and do terrible things because of it. The heroes, the villains, everyone has a unique riff on grief the whole season. And even though it's going to be a 6-month time jump, that's never going to go away. He also talked about how the Power of Three is going to be a bit different this season because there's a new member of the trio. So we're going to have to just wait and see, but they're going to explain everything, and I'm excited about that. I also wanted to bring up, he shared some additional covers of scripts for the upcoming rest of the season. We talked about some of them in a past video, so if you're curious about that, you can go back and find those. But he talked about episode 407, which is called Cats and Camels and Elephants, Oh My. And he says, in this episode, someone gets laid, someone gets a new power, and someone gets seriously hurt. He wrote, who, how, why, does it all happen in one super weird sex scene? Stay tuned. For episode 408, it's called Unveiled, and he teased that for a lot of us, this is going to be our favorite episode of the season. And for the final one that he shared here, it's called 409, Truth or Cares. And that it's like an insane episode, maybe one of the best ever, or one that gets your show canceled. So that's kind of what he said about these upcoming episodes so far, some additional ones. So I would love to hear what you guys are thinking so far. There's a lot of information that we've gotten, new cast members, potential names of things, just more information on what's coming in basically 2 weeks. And if you guys have not checked out yet my previous live stream videos, I've been doing ones every few weeks of just updating on what we've learned so far, and things like that, and also talking about the new promo that came out. So make sure to go check those out. I will make sure to leave a link to my past Charmed videos. But yeah, let's talk a little bit more. So I'm going to bring up some comments. Let's see. I'm seeing some comments about the new Charmed One's powers. So Ray is hoping that Lucy has a power of Barrier's force field. I could definitely see something like that, maybe with the hand, kind of making a force field, or maybe writing something into the air. That would be really interesting. Let's see. We got Ray also saying that they hope that they don't go the thought projection power that Billy had. Some more love for the poster. Mel giving off Piper vibes in the poster, totally. Yeah, I'm hoping that this bond is going to be really strong as well, and that we get to explore all of this, different sisterhood. Slay, Charmed One, slay. Then we also have a comment from Ray saying that he hopes that Harry kind of stays in the back. Yeah, I think Harry, we've seen over the course of the seasons, kind of be that person that you think is supposed to help them and then ends up being the one that they need to save every time. So I'm hoping that maybe more this season we'll see Harry just giving advice to Jordan to really take on the reins as a white lighter, and go from there, sort of be more of a guide, and hopefully not always being the one that they need to save. And I think that'll be really interesting. We also have, let me see. Powers are often reflections of the personalities of witches. I'm really excited to see what kind of power, this new character has. Yeah, I mean, we know that she's a mechanic. We know that she's an artist. We know she's a free spirit. So maybe they'll have some kind of connection to that, especially based off the powers we know of, Mel and Maggie, and kind of how it goes along with their personalities. Let's see what else. Oh, that would be cool. Ray says he hopes her powers illusions. Samir says, so no Ruby and Mel. It looks like maybe something will happen there and maybe they'll let go of Ruby because they've definitely teased that this new character, Roxy, coming in that's going to own that bar is going to have some kind of connection with Mel. Um, let's see what else. It seems like maybe it seems like maybe Maggie's going to take on Piper's emotional state after she lost Prue. Yeah, it definitely could seem like that. I think it sounds like maybe Mel's going to throw herself into flings while Maggie's going to just be more serious and all about like taking down bad guys and things like that. And Ray says, why is Maggie taking on the brunt of the demon fighting with the least offensive power at this point? Josefina has bigger guns than Maggie. Um, I think that it's cool to see someone with a power that's not so offensive, taking on that kind of role because it reminds me of how Phoebe was really into learning how to fight and things like that because she had an inactive power as well. Let's see what else. Samir says, I feel like the new witch will share a common ancestor with Mel and Maggie, and that's how she's related. Very, very possible. I'm glad we're having more Josefina. Me too. I hope that, she sticks around. She's actually someone that I'd like to see more of because I like when they dive deeper into like their family and their background that way. Let's see what else. Ray says that she's just a witch and not a hybrid like Paige, so Maggie should be more powerful than her if we are just going by current charmed life for witches. I guess it's up in the air. I mean, we don't really know her background, so she might not just be a witch. Maybe there's something else going on there. And I mean, I guess in general, maybe Maggie and Mel would both be more powerful than her just because they've had more experience. And maybe they'll be able to like train her. Let's see what else. Bunch of comments coming in. I appreciate you guys. Where am I? Michaela is a cute name. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, I just think that there's no way that they're not going to include an M name in some way. And the fact that like we're hearing it's Kayla, it's got to be Michaela, right? Right. Excited for more magical creatures. I am too. They've talked about so many cool things so far: leprechauns, hobgoblins, pixies, a lot of things coming back from that first season, which I'm super, super excited about. It gives me a lot of hope that we will enjoy this. I'm crossing my fingers. Oh, Sean, interesting thought. Is she half fae, like in True Blood? That would be really cool. Also enjoying Michaela as one of the choices. Let's see. I hope we find out more about Mel's baby. I am dying to know, and I feel like it would be cool if it turned out that Kayla was her child. Like, that would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. Oh, what if her powers are connected with the arts or mechanics? I think that's a great point. Maybe she'll have the ability to like, I don't know, like do something that's like building things out of thin air or something. That would be really cool. Or like kind of like illusions in a way. That would be really interesting. I'm excited to see where things go next. What else? I want more backstory on their family and their lineage. Same. I hope that Ray comes back. I hope that we get to explore all of that more, especially as we are trying to figure out like where does Kayla come from? Like who is she? Maybe that will see the Charmed Ones going back to their past even more. They have hinted at a time travel episode, so maybe we were piecing things together, guys. Maybe we're piecing things together. Let me see. Do you think any characters from season 1 are coming back? Honestly, I don't. Well, no, that's not true. Okay, that's not true because we do know that like those twins that were at the end of the first season that were part of like the magical community, they're coming back. So, maybe there is a chance. Maybe there is a chance. I could see it maybe potentially being more of the magical beings like the pixie and things like that than necessarily people like Maggie's friend or things like that. Will the OG Charmed collab with the new Charmed? I don't see it happening, but that is just my opinion. I just think there's like a lot of drama around that, so I don't see that happening. Um, thank you, Gerard. I'm excited too, and yeah, I'm hoping that this is the season 2 we should have gotten. Oh, this is an interesting one too. Michaela's power would be cool, like Blink from X-Men, opening portals, or the multiverse. That would be. I love a multiverse. I mean, everybody's doing a multiverse right now. I think it's um, definitely possible. Ray saying I should have auditioned and joined the Charmed family. Yeah, if anybody ever wanted me to be on an episode of Charmed, doing anything, even in the background, I would happily join. Maybe they need like a imagine an episode where it's like their lives become a TV show and I'm the critic reviewing it and then they have to like get out of the TV show. Like that would be really funny. Um guys, let's pitch it. I would do it. Let's do it. Um let's see. You think Maggie and Jordan will get together? I hope so. I'm telling you guys, we've gone on a journey, guys. I remember when we were all like, about Jordan, and now Jordan has become one of our favorite characters. I think that he has really grown over the course of the season and over the course of the seasons. And I like that they're taking the relationship with Maggie slow because now it's like become this thing that we want to see. Like I'm about it. I'm about it. Hopefully they get another duet. That would be awesome. Let's see what else. Um, let's see. Ooh. I feel like Jordan and Maggie are the strongest as far as relationships go with development. I definitely agree. And that yeah, that we've all started, rooting for Jordan. I'm excited to see the new powers. Yeah, I can't wait. Jordan being a white lighter, I think is going to be really interesting. Maybe it'll be hard at first for him, but I think that he's such a good guy that like this is like I think we've known from the beginning that he was like made to be a white lighter. I think they've set him up as such a great person that it's like a no-brainer. So I'm hoping that he'll like take to it very well. And maybe this can be a new kind of white lighter so they don't have the same issues that they had with Harry with like the kind of good and bad sides or the dark and light sides of him, like hopefully this is a new take on it. Mm, yeah. Okay. Yeah, guys, this has been great. This has been so much fun. If you have any other thoughts or comments or anything like that, make sure to leave them in the comments below so we can talk more about what's coming up with Charmed. I'm trying really hard to get a screener so that I can post the review the day after it comes out or the night it comes out so that I can do it early so it doesn't, conflict with the wedding, but we'll see what happens. Regardless, I am super super excited for what's coming. I think that this season is giving me hope. I'm hoping that we are going to dive deeper into everything, including the magical universe. And if I didn't address any of your comments here, feel free to, like I said, leave them down below and I will get to them for sure. And I will catch you guys in the next video, which, I mean, unless anything like really, really big drops between now and then, like the next video will be my review of the first episode of season 4. So I'm excited. I cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun with this season. I can tell already, and all the cool magical things that are coming up. So without further ado, I will say goodbye. See ya. Consider subscribing if you like my videos, and if you want to talk more TV and movies with me outside of the comments section, check out the exclusive Discord available on my Patreon at patreon.com/kmaldo. If you like this one, you can check out more of my videos right over here. See ya!